Hello, dear students. Welcome to this lesson titled The Poisoned Bread. It's a short story written by the Maharashtra or Marathi writer Bandhu Madhav. The story is all about the caste discrimination faced by the poor people in Maharashtra. So, here, before getting into the story, we must understand the social order in Maharashtra. In the last century, the state was stricken with a terrible sense of casteism. There was feudalism at its peak. The feudal landlords enjoyed a lot of privileges, and the poor people, the poor lower caste people who worked in the lands of these feudal lords, suffered a lot. So this much of an understanding is very much essential before we get into the story. As a system, this feudalism was full of injustice. It privileged only the upper caste people. The lower caste people suffered miserably in this system. Okay. Now let us get into the characters. In the story, we see the main character Mahadev. He is the narrator of the story. He is a young boy from the Mahar community. Mahars are actually scheduled tribe, okay, ST community, and he belongs to this group. Actually, it comes as the lowest strata in the social order in the state. Okay, in the Maratha community, Mahars come in the lowest ladder of the caste hierarchy. Mahadev is very young. He's educated. He has learned to read and write. As a result, he is an empowered young man. He knows of his rights. He refuses to be insulted in any situation. His grandfather is Yetalia. Okay, he uses the word Aja for grandfather. So Yetalia Aja is the grandfather of Mahadev. Yetalia is a very submissive man. He has no sense of right or justice. He readily submits to the caste system in the society. He obeys the landlords. He falls on their feet. He respects them a lot. And he believes that they're all born in certain castes and communities because of the decision of God, and the decision of Lord Almighty cannot be questioned by common people. That was the faith of Yetalia. Another character is Bapu Patil. He is the landlord. He belongs to the upper caste. He is a very cruel, ruthless man. And the story happens, during a vacation. So in a summer vacation, Mahadev goes to the village of Yetalia. Yetalia wants to feed his grandson in a good way. So Mahadev's mother is the daughter of Yetalia, and when the grandson is visiting the village, the grandfather wants to feed him well. So early morning, Yetalia goes into the fields with Mahadev, and it was a harvest season. Jowar or corn was being harvested, and the grandfather and grandson go into the fields. Yetalia takes Mahadev into the harvesting ground of Bapu Patil, and in that place, Yetalia falls on the feet of Bapu and begs him for some alms. So, according to Yetalia, it is the right of a Mahar man to do begging and earn his living. So, Yetalia takes it as a very humble way of living. He doesn't have any pretensions, he doesn't have any other claims. He knows that he believes that he is born into a low class, and the upper class people will protect him. That was his faith. But Bapu Patil was a very headstrong man. He had no kindness whatsoever. Bapu Patil begins to insult Yetalia in so many different ways. So he's not ready to acknowledge the humbleness of Yetalia. And upon the frequent insults by this landlord, Mahadev gets angry. In his agitated mood, Mahadev starts questioning Bapu Patil, And Mahadev says that, we are all born the same, we all have the same blood, we all live, we all are born out of a mother after 9 months of time living within a mother. So we are all the same, there is no difference between us. That is a claim made by Mahadev. The landlord Bapu Patil gets very angry at this because in a caste ridden society, people are not ready to take any ideas related to equality. There is always clear distinctions between different castes and categories. Any person who questions this is considered a threat, and such people will be dealt in a very cruel manner. So after that, a heated argument follows between Mahadev and Bapu Patil. Still, Yetalia falls on the feet of Bapu and says that, he apologizes and says that we will do whatever work you give, and at the end of the day you can feed us. That is what Yetalia says. So Bapu Patil gives them the work. There is some work to be done in the field. They have to do the harvesting, and they have to deal with the corn. So that work is given to Yetalia and Mahadev, and Bapu leaves the harvesting place for his breakfast. When Bapu leaves, Mahadev and Yetalia start their work, but after some time, Yetalia goes into the field of another landlord. And in this time, Mahadev was supposed to finish the work. Unfortunately, Mahadev was not able to finish that work, and Yetalia was not able to come back fast to help the grandson. So when Bapu Patil comes back, the work is not fully finished and he gets very upset. So Bapu takes this as an opportunity to hurt them even more. He hurls more and more insults and says that they are good for nothing people. These Mahars can never be counted upon. They are thankless people, useless people, and that is why he refuses to give any food for these two persons. In the caste hierarchy, in the caste system, a lower caste person has to work for the whole day and earn his bread at the end of the day. But on this day, Mahadev and Yetalia worked for this, man named Bapu Patil, and Bapu was not ready to give anything. So Yetalia is very sad. There are tears on his eyes. The grandson is visiting after a long time, and he was hoping to feed the grandson, but now there is nothing in his hand. So Yetalia, on his way out of the harvesting field, sees a cow standing outside. Okay, and that cow belongs to Bapu Patil, and the cow has left some food uneaten. It was actually the leftover jowar bread or corn bread, 4 days old. So this bread was seen by Etalia, and Etalia requests the landlord to give it to him. And even the cow doesn't want it. It was so badly ruined and spoiled. Such bread will not be eaten even by animals. But Etalia, in his hunger, requests for this bread. Bapu Patil somehow gives his consent. He agrees that Etalia can take away the bread. Unfortunately, Etalia, the old man, takes this bread. He eats it, and by the fourth day, he is so bedridden and completely tired, very sick, and he dies on his bed. He never recovered from that bad food. It gave him a terrible infection, and the fungus created toxins in his body, and he died. But before his death, Yetalia said one word on his deathbed. Yetalia said that, we are born this way, but we can change it. Education is our only weapon. There is no need of surrendering to these cruel landlords. We have to find our way out of this misery. That is what Yetalia says, and he dies. Mahadev, the grandson, remembers the story 12 years after the death of the grandfather. He got education and he is an empowered Dalit. He is not ready to surrender like his grandfather did. So that is the story all about. You may just go through the textbook and come prepared for a flipped session. Okay. Thank you so much for watching.